pointer. He got hit in the Detroit series, and that's a very painful injury. I don't know if it's affecting Charles or not.
Saying he got hit in the Detroit series is saying I got stuck in a traffic jam at rush hour.
You're right. See, when did he get in the Detroit series?
That's a better way. Charles Oakland, you coached him here in Chicago. He talks with you prior to every ball game.
Yeah, Charles is a good guy. He really is. All he wants to do is win. Charles will give you everything he's got every time he steps out on the floor. He gets frustrated sometimes because he has a tough time scoring because he's not a great jumper. If you want to put a guy down there in the trenches that'll rebound and bang for you, he's right up there in the top of the league with that.
Averaging 11 rebounds a game in the playoffs. 39-30 Knicks. 2:55 to go, first half. Ewing with the turnaround jump shot. And Coach Collins, you've been talking about the Knicks going to Ewing. That's just what they've started doing now, more than they had previously.
He will free you up for a shot. He's like Michael Jordan. You've got to focus in on him, and when you do, he'll free somebody else up for a shot. He's really an offense within an offense.
It's keeping the Bulls way away from the hoop. 5 to shoot. Oh! That was knocked out by Cartwright. Jordan alone in the corner. Oops.
Second shots. Boy, you total up those. You know, it's like, I'm going to make another comparison to baseball. How many guys, when you lead off an inning with a walk, does a guy score? and almost basketball is like offensive rebounds. Very similar. So they're going to, Xavier McDaniel's having a great first half. We talked about him being the guy that was going to have to be the difference, and right now in the first half, he really is.
He has points. Second high scorer for the Knicks is Starks off the bench with 8. 11-point Knicks lead, 1:43 to go first half. Jordan had nowhere to go with it. It's a 4-on-1 fast break.
Good foul by Paxson. Good foul.
New York gets a timeout with an 11-point lead. Jackson will be going to the free throw line. A minute and a half to go in the half. And try to believe this, the Bulls have scored only 32 points.
This is called building a wall. And you see right here, Michael is not going to be allowed to turn outside. So watch when he takes it to the basket. You're going to see what happens here. Boom, right there you see, here's a one, here's one, here's one, here's one. So he's looking at 4 guys. He tries to spin back with a hand up in his face. Boom, and all you see is, look at this, all eyes on Michael Jordan with a hand in the face, and it's a turnover. Great defense that time by New York.
A momentary stoppage of the scoring machine, letting the air out of the ball, so to speak. Something that the Knicks definitely wanted to do, slow the game down. They've done that. And how about the Chicago bench? They have not scored a point for Chicago tonight.
And New York 17-0 bench scoring.
Minute 23 to go, first half. Wilkins all over Jordan. Pippen trying to drive on McDaniel.
That's all right. So if you're in New York, if you're Pat Riley, you're saying we made him take a tough shot. We did not foul him. Make him continue to take the degree of difficulty shots, although Scottie Pippen loves those kind of shots because, again, it's an instinctive thing.
Ewing left alone. This is the jumper. Jordan with a ball fake. Nowhere to go with it.
See, Patrick Ewing standing in the lane. Anytime Pippen or Jordan get in there, Patrick Ewing standing right there.
Impressive defense. 5 to shoot. Pippen has it blocked by Ewing with 1 on the shot clock. Jordan buries the jumper. You can't play defense better.
They want to get a good possession here. It's an 8-point game. Use the clock at the last. Chicago will get the last shot.
Ewing, big bucket, 23 seconds to go. The Bulls held to 36 first half points. They score that in the first quarter many times.
Paxson coming off a double screen on the weak side. It's Mark Jackson.
Pippen from 19 with 3 seconds in the half. Well, the Knicks have done a spectacular job of defense, but interestingly enough, because they have much either. They hold only an 8-point lead at the half. Wilkins started the game hitting a jumper.
It hit his first two.
10-point Knicks lead, 11:23 to go third quarter. The Knicks have come in here serving notice that they're not all that flat from having played the 5 games against the Pistons.
See, I think they're sharper. The question is, they're going to have enough energy to finish the game. I think they're sharper than Chicago right now.
Pippen with the offensive rebound and the putback. Pippen is hurt. Let's see if he's all right. He gets up slowly. Looks to be okay.
When you go to his man, whoever's playing it, hey, Chicago take it 24/7. Looks like Scotty's got a gimpy ankle or a knee.
He definitely hurt something. Ewing on the fadeaway over Cartwright. Tip in Oakley.
See Scotty. Scotty's not running very well at all right now. I don't know whether Phil's going to get him out of the game to get a 20-second timeout, but Scotty does not look good right now. He's walking up the floor.
Definitely in vain. You can see it.
Well, he's not even putting any weight on that right foot right now.
Paxson steps up for the jumper and jams it. John Paxson is 3 for 4. Knicks by 8. Keep our eye on Pippen. Ewing facing up against Cartwright. And Bill for the foul. That will be his second.
So we see where Scotty got hurt. You see Horace Grant right there throwing the New York Knicks guy out of the post. Let's see when Scotty comes down. Oh, right there, he rolls over on his right ankle.
Stepped on McDaniel's foot.
Now, Bob, let me tell you what New York has done with Ewing a little bit. They tried to do this against Detroit, and he was effective. They're posting him a little bit off the lane to use his quickness. Cartwright that time had good position, but he put his hands out on him and got the foul. If Cartwright squares him up and forces him to take a shot, every shot Ewing has taken has been a floater. It has not been anything going to the basket. Let's see if Chicago on dribble comes down and gets him.
10-point Knicks lead. 10 minutes to go, third quarter.
Looks like Scotty's rubbed off that, or run off that little injury.
Got Jordan posted down there. It'll be tough to stop him on the post-up.
Hey, look, the initial offense, it wasn't there. Now they're going to use some clock. It's a smart play. Wasn't there. Don't take a quick shot. Take your time. You know, posting him off the lane.
Long jumper from Ewing out of his range.
Yeah, that's about 3 feet further away than Patrick Ewing should be. Chicago scores here. I think you're going to see a timeout or a 20-second by Pat Riley. I think he's going to use his timeouts here to take this crowd out of the game. What Chicago Stadium is like. So if Chicago scores here, let's keep our eye on Pat Riley to see if he stops it.
Daniel called for the foul, his second. 9:19 to go in the quarter. Jordan left alone, and he missed it. Cartwright with the putback. And it is a 6-point game, and there is the Riley timeout. We talked at halftime, even though the Bulls had been held to 38 points, they trailed by only 8.
When you can't score and put so much pressure, just ask Chuck Daly. You can play great defense, hold a team to 85 or 90 points, and you have trouble time winning the basketball game. You see Pat Riley talking to his team right now. He's not screaming. He's doing what we're doing. He's trying over this crowd.
This crowd's been handed out 18,000 placards, as if the Chicago crowd, the loudest in the NBA, needed anything to make more noise. You see those white shakers they're holding in their hands, it just increases the decibel level.
You know what, knowing Pat Riley the way I know him, and he's been a friend of mine for a long time, I think what he probably told his team is, hey guys, let's not collapse right now. We played a great 24 minutes. We want this game. This is not a game that we want to play well in. We want to win this game.
There's the double team. New York ball knocked out of bounds. 13 on the shot clock.
See, the Chicago defense swarms. They get this crowd in it, and you can see them. They swarm. They start coming after you now. They start looking for steals.
Oh, we saw it against Miami in the second half last Wednesday. There's Pippen with a block.